This is James here from 3guys1computer, and today I am going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to be showing you how to use the Geck, which is the tool that people use to make mods and new areas in Fallout 3 and Oblivion and New Vegas. So first off, you need to get render window object when you're in cell view, how you want it. This is how I like it. And then you want to go and open up your Fallout 3 ESM. Now if it says it's not responding, that's a good thing, because it's loading up every asset from the game. Here I go through and try to find a good vault to make a duplicate of, because you want that, because it saves the the lighting effects, and like it basically keeps it at a good atmosphere. Here I have a bit of an issue and it won't duplicate because it's something to do with storage, so I go and find one that's just run like a random vault, and I duplicate that. Now I rename it OO Vault 7. Now, reason I name it OO is so it appears at the top. This is what you should do with all your assets until you're finalising it. Otherwise, it's just, you're making it 10 times harder to find anything. Here, I'm taking my time here. Anyway, all I'm doing in this video is going through what Bethesda did, but I'm doing it in a bit more detail because they seem to just hang you out and expect you to read mass text about creating cells and stuff. I'm going to just simplify it by telling you with my voice. Here I open it up, as you see in render window. This is Vault 97, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it and just make it Vault 7. So I click on the top nav mesh, and I click at the bottom and click delete, and now there's nothing there, but the nav mesh still is. So what you need to do is you need to click on it, click on nav mesh and click remove cell nav meshes. Now your vault's empty. I go up to the top because I've named it OO, and I open it up to edit it, and now I actually rename the vault Vault 7. Right, now the game does a pretty good job. The Geck does a pretty good job, I should say, of putting each and every one of these building blocks to create your new level or home or whatever in pretty good categories. So I click Vault Ruin, and I click Hall Small. In a minute I do anyway, when I realise that's wrong. Hall Small one way. Now if you've watched the Bethesda video, feel free to fast forward a bit, because I'm going to show you how to place blocks, but I'm going to whiz through it. So here you click A, I believe, to turn the lights on and off. I mean, it shows you without the lighting effects at the moment because we've not added them. We'll be doing that at a later date. Now you want to make sure you toggle snap to grid and the 90-degree angle, snap to angle, and now you want to place it somewhere on the grid. You can rotate it using the right clicking on it and moving it around. You can use shift to move the camera around. You can use the middle mouse button or B to zoom in and out. Control D duplicates a cell, and you can use this to save you time. I just normally I don't bother doing what the Bethesda team tell you to do, which is to duplicate and control find. You can do that if you want, but I find it's much easier. While it takes more time, it's much easier to just find them in the object window. Now, I'm not adding in any doors at this point. I'll do that later. I'm just focusing on building. Once you get used to how they name things in this game, in the Geck, you can pretty much speed through doing this. There's a filter if you want to find very specific things, but normally I find using the collections very easy. At first this seems really hard and daunting, but it isn't. It's pretty simple, and once you get the hang of it, you can build houses and vaults and caves and, well, whatever you want really. Here I duplicate the doorway because I'm lazy, and I move it up using Z. Z moves things on a vertical axis, so you can put it up and put it in place. Now here I'm going to be doing a lot of crossfading, a bit of a crossfading montage if you like of me building it, and I will explain some things when I get to them, because I don't think you want to watch me searching through things to find stuff. Now here I show you the vault guide on how to make it. I recommend you follow it, at least at your first time. Just go through it, keep the layout up and keep referring back to it as you build. Here I've finished off the room. It's the same naming conventions as you'd think, like vault room, middle, utility middle is obviously what you would put in the middle of the room. And here I duplicate this, make it a double open. Here is where the collections will fail you. So instead of clicking on caves and trying to find like the vault transition, don't bother, just click caves and find it from there. As you will notice, for some reason there I forgot to put it in the hall section or ramp, so it's better off just to find this on your own by clicking on caves and scrolling around. Even I had problems finding this, but it's vaults trans 01, and you're probably familiar with it if you've played for this part of the game. Here my camera goes on a spasm because I deselected it and use shift. Now move it down. Now you want to make sure that there's nothing going out into the open. Here I flip the camera upside down while checking. Sometimes camera spasms do happen in the Geck, and fairly often. Now you're looking for, I believe it is, cave ramp or 3. Referring back to the map again, and here's the final product of the utility room. And now I shall be moving on to the main vault. Here's the layout for that. You can also find this on the vault wiki. The naming conventions are pretty clever. You'll get used to it. You really want the gallery set for this. Now here, to speed things up, duplicate the railing, and here we add a ramp so you can get across in case you want to expand your vault later. Duplicate that and spin it around. Here we had the overseer's office window, and here we make a room off to the side that's probably going to be our medical bay. Now, sometimes the left and right naming conventions can be a bit weird, so I just suggest looking for them until you find the one that's right. Here I finish off the room. It's pretty simple and easy to do. Here we fill in one side with the walls. You can always change that and add new rooms if you want. Here we make another hallway heading up to the first floor. And these are truly annoying. They are what allows you to go, as you see there, you can see through that side of it. So that's the wrong one, you want the other one. It's just trial and error with that until you get used to naming conventions. Now this is complicated because the game tricks you in a way because it tells you that vault rusted wall and vault wall 2, well that's actually a vault end, which was the like wallpaper rusted. It does trick you by doing that, and it was annoying for me. Here I finished the overseer's office, and that's the finished product. There's one problem, however, as we will see in a minute. There's one very big problem. There is, for one, no doors, and two, well, there is no lights, so it's pitch black. So in the next video I shall show you how to make lighting and doors for your vault. Anyway, this was James from 3 Guys 1 Computer, signing off.